There is only one word to describe what Mohammed Siraj has done today, and that is sensational. There hasn't been a performance like this, especially from a fast bowler, in the last, I don't know how many years, Sammy, because I was trying to recall, I was trying to figure out कि last time हमने कब इस तरह का performance देखा, especially from an Indian fast bowler, and I could not recall such performance. And what a performance! That we have to talk about that fourth over. He was literally in beast mode.
I agree. I think after the match, Ravi Shastri asked him that आज कौन सा बिरयानी खाया है, and his reply was that यहाँ बिरयानी तो मिलता ही नहीं है. Okay, and I think if you ask me, he was in a hurry to go back to Hyderabad and have biryani.
Biryani.
Yeah. He was like, यहाँ तो मिल नहीं रहा है, इन लोगों को उड़ाओ, रास्ते से हटाओ. What a performance! None of us, I think, forget us. I think the ex-cricketers said, experts, etc., also could not predict something like this happening. They just blew them away, man. And it's just one over, one guy. What a performance! I'm generally not at a loss of words. Okay, but
you all are just still trying to comprehend कि क्या हुआ है आज. And the funny thing is, the moment we started watching the match, Umang and I were looking at our screens, and we were trying to figure out. We were having a conversation, and the moment we look down, there is another wicket. The moment we look down again, there is another wicket.
We were actually talking about football, I guess.
We were talking about something else, but then within that fourth over, everything changed, and we, in fact, Umang, that one over, forget that one over, the entire demolition, जो कहते हैं ना, Lankan demolition, was started in the first over itself. Bumrah came, did what he does best, and gave us the platform. As in fact, all the Pacers bowled really, really well.
I think Pacers मौका ही था, मतलब 3 बंदों ने बॉलिंग कराई और तीनों ने ही विकेट लिया है. स्टार्टिंग में बुमराह ने आया सीधा अपना, उसने आउटस्विंग डाला परेरा को, and
first wicket down.
उससे ही I think I started gauging कि भाई pitch थोड़ी true है, and it will come out to be true. Swing भी है फिर starting में, because when they won the toss, ठीक है, I was like कि ठीक है, they won the toss, starting में pitch अच्छी रहेगी, I think they'll be able to set a good total. But 50 run.
But did you not tell the Sri Lankan fans and Sri Lankan players, he does this, he goes and
the soil test. The soil test. So I think the last time something like this happened in Sri Lanka to Sri Lankans was when Hanumanji went and lit fire across. One man demolition job. I think last was Ramayan, right? After the Ramayan today, Mohammed Siraj, I think he killed it. He just absolutely.
In fact, हमने जो है ना 2000 का जो वो टूर्नामेंट था, जो कोका कोला फाइनल था, कप फाइनल था, उसका बदला लिया.
2000, I think it was October, 29th October, when we were all out for 54. If I'm not mistaken, we were chasing 300 or Sri Lanka had made 299.
सर के ऊपर से जाते हैं कभी-कभी ये कौन से जमाने में पहुंच जाते हो.
But that's also because we are very old. We just happen to look young, but we are very, very old. That's
यार very, very तो नहीं हूँ, but old तो हूँ, मैं भी मानता हूँ. I mean, मैं तो ओसामा को बोलने वाला था कि speak for yourself, but फिर मुझे याद आया कि नहीं यार, old तो मैं भी हूँ. Very, very वो अपना superlatives लगा रहा है, तो चलो ठीक है. But guys, we also should talk about this man called Washington Sundar. Okay.
Yeah.
For the, I mean, he came into the team. He didn't bowl. He didn't bat. He picked up the cup and he went back home. I was like, भाई ये जिंदगी चाहिए मुझे. हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं यार?
Something similar happened to this Pakistani pacer. Also Dahani, वो भी वैसे ही आया. Didn't play the match and went back because Sri Lanka ने उनको जो है वो बाहर निकाल दिया. In fact, I think a lot of people, especially the Pakistani fans, they would be they would be happy that Sri Lanka lost the final, but they're also not really happy that India won the final, and especially winning this tournament for a record 8th time. I mean, that's basically rubbing salt on the wounds of all the Pakistani fans, and surprisingly, because Australia lost today, so Pakistan is back to being the number 1 ODI team in the world. But
right.
yes, we just won the Asia Cup final, and going into the World Cup, I think carrying this momentum, carrying this confidence, and especially with the kind of bowling that we have done in this tournament, I think that is going to be key for India, because it is going to be a long tournament. हमें बहुत लंबा खेलना है, और उसमें जो है हमारे सारे प्लेयर्स जो है वो कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ जाएं with that same urgency that they have shown in this tournament. And I think Mohammed Siraj coming to the party, picking up 6 wickets, I think that is the icing on the cake. We totally deserved to win the Asia Cup because of how we have played throughout the tournament, except for 1 or 2 matches, which I think एक दो close matches जो हैं वो चलते हैं. I think. What do you feel with respect to the Indian bowling setup at the moment? Kuldeep अच्छा कर रहा है. You have the likes of Bumrah, Siraj, Shami ने अच्छी bowling की है. The only question mark is Akshar Patel, if he is going to be fit or not. And
in fact, Jadeja, I want to do him better. He has got potential in these type of conditions, so I feel that he should do better. And आज तो मुझे समझ नहीं आया कि सिराज में से रोनाल्डो की आत्मा कहाँ से निकल आई. भाई वो we know कि वो उसकी सेलिब्रेशन करता है, बट आई थिंक वो कल शायद या तो उसकी वीडियो देख के आया, कुछ करके आया. ऐसा टाइप ऑफ इंटेंसिटी मैंने किसी में देखी है ना, वो सर क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो में ही देखी.
But I think he also idolizes Virat Kohli.
Yeah, and I love the fact that
Virat के अलावा
no, I said that I love the fact that in the end he followed the celebration was followed by a Cristiano Ronaldo like performance as well, right? एक होता है कि हाँ मैं विकेट लेता हूँ जाके करेक्ट करता हूँ that but आज मतलब he was if somebody can come to being called as close to Cristiano Ronaldo in cricket just by performance and one game performance, I think Mohammed Siraj was that guy today. Having said that, I think a couple of things we really need to kind of also keep in mind. Number one, I think, is that yes, we should be happy about the kind of clinical performance we've put in against a team like Sri Lanka, who's a very, very quality team, right? But at the same time, I don't think this performance should kind of make us complacent, because there is a World Cup ahead of us, and consistency. Again, I'm gonna kind of harp on this for again and again. Consistency, Indian team, मतलब पता नहीं कोई तो डिवोर्स हो गया होगा कोई साल में इनका, ठीक है. ये लोग साथ में चल ही नहीं पाते हैं. At some point, I think it's a love affair that is just not happening. At least if I go back and see in the last 10 matches, right?
I mean, it's अभी के Gen Z के terminology में ना, I think it's a situation right now. Osama कह रहा था कि we are old. Apparently, he's very updated with all the Gen Z terms, as you can clearly see, especially when it comes to relationships. No, but that's also because I'm sitting with a Gen Z, so that's fine.
With a Gen Z.
I'm a millennial.
He keeps feeding me all these information. So that's also
this jargon.
What do you have to talk about? We also have to talk about the injury to Akshar Patel. You mentioned Washington Sundar. He didn't play. There is a tournament in between. And first of all, Wasim Akram, post-match, he says that a series like an India-Australia series right before the World Cup, I think is very unnecessary. What do you have to say about that?
What is so unnecessary about it? Wasim Akram is just unhappy about the fact that, India is going to get very good practice of 3 matches on Indian soil where they're going to play. I understand where Wasim Akram is coming from. you know. But the fact of the matter is that उनको मतलब वही जलन है कि यार हम तो नहीं खेल पा रहे हैं वहां पे, उनको अच्छा प्रैक्टिस मिल जाएगा, so they'll obviously have the edge, right? uh, so Wasim Akram, sometimes really the legend that he is, sometimes, you know, puts his foot in his mouth. Having said that, I think Akshar Patel, guys, his injury might अभी पिक हो गया है वर्ल्ड कप के लिए, हमें ये भी समझना पड़ेगा. I will again reiterate, I am not against Akshar Patel. I just feel that a specialist spinner is the need of the hour. Although we have Kuldeep, but like Osama pointed out, I think in the last episode, it's a very long tournament, the World Cup, you know, and it's a very intense, more than long, I think it's intense, you know, that is the thing. So अगर वो injured हो जाता है, तो do we have like replacements? I would, to be on the safer side, I would have picked a Ravi Ashwin because of just his bowling prowess, right? Akshar Patel ka injury is a point of concern for India, should be a point of concern for India. And I just really hope that he comes back fit and fine before the World Cup. And if not with the ball, like if not the driver, then at least the cook. He can hit a few sixes, you know. Yeah.
But see, this is also very crucial because we have been talking about Akshar Patel in the team, whether he is right fit for the team, etc., etc. But we also have to take into account what Rohit Sharma said today. He basically says that I have been talking to the likes of Ravi Ashwin, I have been talking to the likes of other such players, and if at all there is a need, we are going to call these. We are going to call somebody like a Ravi Ashwin in the team, which I don't know how confident he is or how.
यार इसी चीज से तो मुझे प्रॉब्लम है, पता है. मैं इससे बात कर रहा हूँ, मैं उससे बात कर रहा हूँ, अरे मस्ती है क्या यार? एक बात बताओ, एक वर्ल्ड कप खेलने जा रहे हो, हाँ, तुम एक कोर टीम बनाओ ना भाई, ठीक है? आपने इससे बात किया, उससे बात किया, उसको बाहर रखा. मेरे को ना रोहित शर्मा से जेन्युइनली कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आई थिंक, you know, he's a good captain. I don't think he's a great captain. I think he's a good captain. But in his regime, I feel clarity has always been an issue. And it's a Rohit Sharma problem. If you go back to in time and you see the time when he was handed over the Mumbai Indians captaincy in the IPL, the first two seasons, Mumbai Indians did not do well. And one reason that has always come out in team meetings, in analysis and everything is the fact that he's not been the best communicator on field. You know, last over mein close matches where Mumbai Indians have lost have been attributed to the fact that Rohit Sharma was not talking to his bowlers properly, like, you know, giving them directions, right? I think communication has been a problem, but वर्ल्ड कप है तो पता नहीं यार, एज ए इंडियन फैन मेरे को ना कभी कभी ये सारी चीजें थोड़ी सी
it is also to do with the fact that there have been so many unnecessary injuries to the players in the team. So you can't really go after him and say कि हाँ ये पहले से ही करना चाहिए था, हमें नहीं करना चाहिए था. Especially, say for example, with the likes of Shreyas Iyer, he was brought back into the team. He was carrying an injury. Apparently, he was fully fit, but उसको जो है वो दोबारा से back spasm हो जाता है, and he is out of the series. Then we don't know whether he's going to be a part of the Australia series or not. There is a question mark on whether he's going to be a part of the World Cup or not. So, of course, these are also some of the factors that have driven the management and the captain and the chief selector in picking up players because they're forced to pick those players. They were probably not the first choice to pick those players, but when it comes to the bowling, I think you are right when you say that we should have picked a specialist spinner in place of Akshar Patel, but you also cannot discount the fact that he comes and scores 40 odd runs in quick time when the team is chasing, and you never know if we had won the match against Bangladesh, he would have been the hero of the match. So there are also so many questions regarding that.
But what I think we still have time. Like with the likes of Pakistan, they have not even like released their squad, what they are going to play, and I think combination try करना तो बनता ही है. And every captain, what I believe, कुछ उनके players favorite होते हैं. धोनी के भी Rana was favorite.
Yeah,
Everybody knows
बिल्कुल,
that.
बिल्कुल.
Even Yuvraj
Agree.
Singh said in an interview कि भाई हाँ, Rana was his favorite player. Ashwin used to play a lot of cricket under him. कुलदीप यादव को भी अगर हम थोड़ा पीछे जाएं तो कुलदीप यादव, he brought कुलदीप यादव, and Kuldeep said in an interview कि when माही भाई was behind the stumps, मेरे को कुछ सोचने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती थी. वो मुझे बोलेंगे यहाँ bowling करा, मैं यहाँ bowling कराता था.
But that's also because Mahi Bhai is very special. No?
Yes, and he
Yeah.
in fact then said कि भाई उनके जाने के बाद उसका करियर थोड़ा सा डिक्लाइन किया. Then he reignited himself कि भाई फिर वापस कुलदीप यादव आया, because भाई ऐसे में you stop thinking ना, you are relied on other person. तो मुझे लगता है कि अभी टाइम है, and I would love to see कि अगर एक ऑफ स्पिनर आ जाए 27 तक, ठीक है. अच्छा,
थोड़ा सा डिसएग्री करता हूँ मैं, थोड़ा सा डिसएग्री करता हूँ मैं. हाँ, मैं थोड़ा सा डिसएग्री करता हूँ ऑन द पार्ट की आई थिंक कुलदीप यादव का जो डिक्लाइन है ना, इट स्टार्टेड इन I don't exactly remember against who, but it was an IPL game where he was playing for KKR at Eden Gardens. He got hit for 5 sixes, right? I was anchoring that game. So that's why I remember it very clearly, very, very clearly, right? And you could see that he was in tears after that. I think that was the point, and Dhoni was still around, okay? I think that was the point from where his decline started, right? However, on a lighter note, I think, Umang, what we should do is, if India goes to the finals, okay, you should totally bash Akshar Patel and say that ये बंदा ये नहीं कर सकता, वो नहीं कर सकता.
I think we should give him a list.
We should give him a list match by match. No, Osama, very important. Match by match. We need the performance, right? And that happens, and then at least I know for a fact that I have kind of put myself on the platter for everybody out there. Everybody thinks I'm an Akshar Patel hitter, and if Akshar hits the winning runs and India lives the World Cup, can you imagine what's going to happen? I'm going to go off X. I'm going to go off Instagram. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, that. But the fact of the matter is that favoritism तो है, हर जगह में है यार. हम लोग कॉर्पोरेट में काम करते हैं, कॉर्पोरेट में भी नहीं है क्या? There are people, if I am the boss, I will have my set of people, because I think it's also about trust. It's not just politics, it's about trust as well. Because I know कि अगर मैं इसको ये काम दे देता हूँ तो मेरे को ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व होने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. तो सभी चाहते हैं अपना काम कम करने का. So I think it's fair, right? हाँ, it's fair. But अक्षर पटेल का जो इंजरी है ना, ये मेरा प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे मैं बता रहा हूँ, ठीक है? आपने टीम सिलेक्ट किया, आप बाकी जिनको नहीं सिलेक्ट किया आपने, उनको ना हैंगिंग मत रखो, ठीक है? और उनको बता दो. Yeah, very clear. Again, communication plays a very important role over here, right? And the second thing is that at some level, I think the team management who's kind of managing these injuries and the injury situation, the fitness team of the Indian cricket team, I'm starting to kind of doubt them a little bit. They are reminding me of the Afghanistan का analyst who should have told them कि यार ये करना चाहिए था. वो कहीं पे ना एक mismatch हो रहा है. क्योंकि I think the message is not very clear. अगर एक बंदा वापस आ रहा है तो is he completely fit or is he just kind of being eased into the team once again? These are things that will need to be looked at. And see, I am a critic, okay? Like, I will always, while I am the biggest supporter, but I will always kind of say what is wrong. At least in my eyes. हाँ, people might say कि नहीं तेरे को क्या पता है? पता है in the sense कि यार जो दिख रहा है वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ at this point of time, right? मुझे कम्युनिकेशन का इश्यू लगता है, मुझे टीम मैनेजमेंट में थोड़ा सा डिस्कनेक्ट कहीं पे तो लगता है in terms of the support stuff, and these are things that we should definitely iron out, guys. We have this Australia series that is coming up now, ODI. It is like gold dust, trust me.
Talking about the Australia series, do you feel that we are going to play our best 11 who are going to play in the World Cup, or do you feel that because of, say for example, injury to Shreyas Iyer, because of injury to Akshar Patel, there are going to be a few players who are going to be given the chances in the three matches, and then the team would sit and analyze which of these players can be the replacement for these two players. What do you feel? I mean, do you think they are going to experiment like that, or they are going to go with a settled playing 11 that is going to play the World Cup? Majority of whom are going to play the World Cup?
I feel they'll experiment. What I feel that see till number 6 we have a fixed number of players. Starting with Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli. नंबर 4 पे ठीक है, थोड़ा फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी दिख सकती है कि राहुल might come और ईशान, like keeping in mind of the conditions and who is bowling. तो उसमें थोड़ा नंबर 4-5 का इधर उधर हो सकता है, बट स्टिल जो अभी जहाँ पे कोई अनश्योरिटी है वो नंबर 8 पे ही है. वहां पे what I believe कि if Akshar does not get fit before the Australia series, then we might see Washington playing. Off spinner की बात start जैसे ही टीम अनाउंस हुई थी, we started talking about off spinner. और यहाँ पे अभी अगेंस्ट श्रीलंका अभी जब मैच चल रहा था, like people were excited to see Washington Sundar. शमी और सिराज की तो बात ही नहीं कर रहा था. वॉशिंगटन सुंदर आने वाला तो सब उसकी ही बात कर रहे थे कि भाई आएगा तो बहुत कैसा ऑफ स्पिनर करता है. तो आई थिंक थोड़ा रहेगा, बट what I want to see Shami getting a little bit more chances because Shami is kind of a bowler who works on rhythm. उसको देखा ना उसको बांग्लादेश में हाउ ही परफॉर्म. उससे पिछले मैच में ओके था, बट बांग्लादेश के अगेंस्ट उसकी जो जैसे निपीनेस जो होती है वो निप करता है, वो थोड़ी वापस देखने के लिए मिली थी. सो मुझे लगता है एक्सपेरिमेंट थोड़ा लोअर ऑर्डर साइड रहेगा.
होएगा. So, Osama, to answer your question, if the Indian cricket team is my Google Chrome, then my browser history tells me that there is definitely going to be experimentation because that's what has been going on. Right? That's exactly what has been going on. They're going to experiment some more till they reach the World Cup. And see, if it helps us win the cup, I am game. Karo. But individuals, see, at the end of the day, it's 11 individuals getting together as a team.
End result से वही चाहिए कि आप जो है वो अहमदाबाद में ट्रॉफी उठा रहे हो.
कप उठाओ भाई. हाँ, ये तो मेरा ड्रीम है यार, एक बार कॉल करने का कि इंडिया विंस द वर्ल्ड कप. मैं 2021 में मेरे को लगा था कि T20 वर्ल्ड कप आई विल बी एबल टू कॉल द फाइनल्स दैट इंडिया, बट इंडिया पहुंचा ही नहीं. वो तो ग्रुप स्टेज में ही आउट हो गए. ठीक है ना. तो ये एक ड्रीम है मेरा कि मेरे को ये करना है, और इस बार अगर वो हुआ तो ऑफ कोर्स जस्ट लाइक ऑल ऑफ अस, द होल in the country of India, I'll be the happiest person. But sometimes we also need to understand that this is a team of 11 players, 11 individuals, right? The message that you send across to these 11 individuals or 16 individuals as well becomes very important in their mind frame, and which kind of translates to performance on the field, right? Communication, I feel, is still kind of lacking. Everyone's gonna say कि हाँ 51 हमने ऑल आउट कर दिया, ये वो हुआ. गाइस बहुत अच्छा खेला तुमने, बट दिस इज वन गेम, प्लीज रिमेम्बर. हाँ, तो हो जाता है. हम भी 54 ऑल आउट हो गए थे 330 करने के टाइम. हाँ, तो 36 ऑल आउट भी हुए हैं हम. तो ये होता है. तो मेरे हिसाब से थोड़ा सा दिस इज द टाइम टू कंसोलिडेट, नॉट एक्सपेरिमेंट. माय ओपिनियन. या
But I have one concern. See, today I was reading an article. तो उसमें ये था कि इंडिया का अभी तक जितना भी कोई भी आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट से पहले our build-up is really good. We thrash teams like we thrash श्रीलंका today. And in fact, अगर हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया को 3-0 भी हरा देना, तो फिर भी ऐसे नर्वीनेस रहेगी कि भाई आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट है, कुछ भी हो सकता है. 2021 में हम ग्रुप स्टेज से बाहर हो गए. 2022 में वी लॉस्ट इन सेमीफाइनल्स, आई गेस, है ना. WTC फाइनल, टीम की श्योरिटी नहीं थी, अश्विन को खिलाना है नहीं खिलाना है. देन पीपल वर लाइक कि व्हाई डिड यू लीव अश्विन आउट. तो मेरे को बस थोड़ा सा कंसर्न है कि कहीं अभी भी बिल्डअप में वी आर गोइंग गुड, ठीक है, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू
इसने इस बार पूरी टीम को ये किया है. इस बार पूरी टीम को किया है. I like the fact that Umang does this unintentional. ठीक है. There is no intention to say.
There is no intention to it, and then
we can make sure कि next match में जो है वो, या next tournament में जो है वो India. Thank you very much for saying this, because now we know that India is going to perform really, really well in the World Cup.
Totally.
And just like in the Asia Cup, the kind of dominance that they have shown, the kind of performances, individual as well as team performances that India has shown, I think these are good signs for Team India, for all the cricket fans around the world to support the men in blue. And let's hope that India goes into the World Cup with the same confidence, with the same vigor, with the same enthusiasm and with the same kind of energy and go on to do really, really well in the World Cup and ultimately lift the trophy in Ahmedabad. Thank you, Sammy, for joining us on NDTV.
It's a pleasure, man. Let's cross our fingers and hope the same, and let's just keep egging Umang on till the end of the World Cup until we lift that cup, yeah?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.